You're listening to Tehachapi with Key Budge, Corey Costello, Greg Garrett, and Ashley Whitmore.
It's Tehachapi time. Key Budge. Clare Scotti joins me today. Clare, you are representing the Chamber of Commerce today.
Yes.
And this is our monthly update of what to look forward to. So welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we're going to look towards August.
Oh,
it's
yes.
here. Summer, oh my gosh, summer has flown. I mean, kids are back in school in a couple of weeks, but that doesn't mean the fun is ending.
No, not at all. And like you said, the next 2 weeks, we're just 3 tiny weeks away from Mountain Festival, 2 weeks away from kids starting back up again. And yeah, summer has just flown by. And I'm hearing whispers of like, oh, I can't wait for fall weather. And those pumpkin lattes are coming back out again. And I was like, I'm not quite ready for summer to end yet.
I heard there's already Christmas decorations in like Costco and the big store, the big box stores. So it's like, no, I'm not there.
No.
Still enjoying my summer.
Boycott.
Yes. But summer in Tehachapi, we have special things. So, you know, we've had our 4th of July, great celebration, beautiful firework display. It was just gorgeous, a ton of fun. But that just kind of kicks off what's coming.
Yes, absolutely. Then it just gets the ball rolling, and there's amazing things happening every weekend. And then we lead up to Mountain Festival, which is huge. It's 61 years old this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah, one of our longest running events.
And that's an entire weekend. And you have a large part of that. Mountain Festival is actually a Chamber of Commerce event. We've got the Rodeo TMRA has activities going on. The city of Tehachapi this year has stepped up, along with West Lane Brewing, with something that they had come up with, and we're supporting that. So a ton to do.
Yes, absolutely. And there's also other small things happening as well. TVAA has their Makers Market at Railroad Park. There's so much going on all throughout the weekend. Gem and Mineral Show is happening. So a lot of people enjoy having so many guests and so many people here for the weekend. And so wherever you go, there's something happening.
Yeah, I know we've got the Old Timers Picnic coming up here at Central Park this weekend. We've got Cheers to Charity, as they do every year, and I'm sure they're sold out.
I'm sure.
And if I know Mary Beth Garrison and her team, they're definitely sold out. But I want to talk Mountain Festival. We've got a ton to do. Is there anything between now and Mountain Festival that you wanted to touch on?
Well, I wanted to give a quick shout out to the senior fair that happened this last month, a couple weeks ago. That wound up being a huge success. And with the senior center, they made an amazing breakfast, were incredible hosts. Alta One gave a presentation on fraud and what's happening these days. And then we had probably over 50 guests who came out and enjoyed tons of resources from our community. And the Tehachapi Queens found 35 gift cards from different businesses all across the area. So everyone walked away a winner and super happy. And we were just very excited to partner with the Senior Center and the Alta One on that event. And then we also celebrated a ribbon cutting for Lana and Claire Boutique. They're a new clothing store out on South Street, and lots of really fun clothing. I bought a couple things, and I'm very excited because now my wardrobe is elevated. And then we have some grand openings coming up very soon. August 2nd, we have the Cantina opening, and that is a collaboration between Mango House Lounge and Old West Brewing. And so it's a small tap room that's opening next to Mango House Lounge, and they're going to be celebrating this grand opening with a bottle-conditioned summer brew, and it's a nice light summer ale that has sea salt and a little bit of lime in there, so it's very refreshing, very perfect for summer, and a really great way to celebrate this new business, this new collaboration. And we're very excited to have some Old West beer back.
Very good.
Yes. And, for the Chamber, we have our luncheon coming up August 20th. That'll be at noon at P-Dubs this month. And Alta One is coming to share some information for businesses, loan programs, opportunities, women-owned business programs that you might not be aware of. So lots of opportunities to kind of get updated, what's happening with loan programs with business and what you can do to get that jump start, especially if you're an early entrepreneur and you just can't figure out how to get that toehold and you just need that little bit of money to help you get there. Alta One has a lot of great opportunities, so they're happy to share. And we'll also be talking about our new referral and relocation guide coming out in January. And so we're letting everybody know there's a lot of excitement, and we're getting community feedback as to what they want to see in this awesome relocation guide.
Very good.
Yay. And our lunch and learn for this month will be on constant contact.
Okay.
Yes. So August 26th, talking about Constant Contact as an amazing resource for your business and nonprofit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I think we use Constant Contact as for our newsletter through economic development.
Awesome.
So it's, that's something that we use here at the city. So I know it's a mainstay in small businesses.
Absolutely. And it has a lot of opportunities within it. You can text groups, updates. And so if people want to stay updated via text message, it's very easy to do that. And then everything from creating events like Eventbrite, you can create events through Constant Contact, and the fees are much, much less.
Oh, very good.
So it's kind of a great way to save some money, and it's becoming a very powerful platform for business.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time off the owner's responsibility time. You can cut back on, instead of spending 2 hours on your marketing, you can maybe get it cut back to 30 or 40 minutes thanks to using smart tools.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll be talking about all those tools, and anyone who is interested in learning about it or already has it and want to know more, that'll be a great lunch and learn.
Very good.
Yeah.
Hey, so we able to move into Mountain Festival, the fun stuff?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Well, tell you what, you brought a guest in today. I'm going to let you introduce your guest.
Yes. So joining us today is Andrew Ledesma with Lil Ntertainment.
Thank you guys for having me here today.
It's nice to have you here. I know I've seen your work around town. I see it on social media where you're going to be, different events.
Oh, yes. We're everywhere.
And then you play a special role in Mountain Festival.
Yes, we do. We provide everything from the sound for all the bands, and then we also provide the Kid Fun Zone.
Woohoo! Yes, very, very excited. Lil Ntertainment has been providing this amazing fun zone with bounce houses and face painting and so many fun things. And it's coming back bigger and better.
Oh, yes. We try to bring as much as we can for the Kid Fun Zone. Try to get the kids out there, get them something to do. I know there's a lot going on with all the vendors, and most of the kids are pulling their mom and dad by the hand trying to buy stuff anyways. So why not let them bounce a little bit and have a good time?
And that's all going to be at Central Park?
Yep.
Okay.
At Philip Mark Central Park. It's all central. So there'll be food vendors all along the streets, shopping, entertainment, beer garden, fun zone, all within the park. So.
And then Mountain Festival kicks off on Saturday, the 17th. So 17th and 18th, Saturday and Sunday. The entire weekend, it kicks off Friday, actually, with TMRA, where they got the rodeo. But let's stay at Central Park. So what are some of the fun things that everyone really, let's kind of break down a little bit more of the details of what to expect?
Yes, absolutely. So Saturday morning gets started very early at 7 a.m. with TVRPD's Mountain Gallop. And that actually starts over at the Aspen Builders Activity Center, but that race kind of takes you all around town. And then from 7 to 9:30, you can power up with a pancake breakfast by the American Legion Post 221 and Christian Life Assembly. And their kids program puts on this amazing pancake breakfast. And that is right down here at 125 East F Street. And then the parade, woo! At 8 a.m., everyone starts getting ready for the parade. And BT Dub, the deadline to register to be in the parade is August 9th.
Okay.
So if you guys are thinking about it, make sure you get those application forms into the chamber.
Did we get our entry in?
I haven't received it yet.
Oh,
so
okay.
We'll do that after this recording.
Okay, I'll check on that. Okay.
Excellent. And then at 10 a.m., the Mountain Festival Parade kicks off all down F Street, bringing everyone along. Everyone sits along F Street and enjoys. There's going to be so much fun with that. And then everyone kind of comes over to the park afterward. So the Arts and Crafts Fair starts at 10 a.m. and it'll go until 5 p.m. on that Saturday. And then Saturday evening, we have the Get Down on Green Street Get Down. So amazing concert. I'm so excited, with a beer garden and so many fun things. But looking at the park on Saturday, there are, oh my goodness, there's over 100 vendors.
Okay.
You're going to be so excited because we have local businesses such as Cowboys and Angels, Kite Sweet Treats, Stone de Segno by Ali, amazing jewelry. And then we also have some fun favorites coming back, like Kelso Creek Farms with their honey and beeswax candles. LA Fashions is coming back with lots of amazing clothing and fun, tops, pants, ladies' dresses, that kind of thing. And Make Your Skin Smile is coming back with incredible skincare. Suzanne's Ballet is coming back with little girls dress-up stuff. Lynx Jewelry has permanent jewelry. That was a huge hit last year, so we have a couple permanent jewelers who are back this year. Turned and Burned has handcrafted and carved wood items. Paiute Mountain Soap Company with soaps. Tres Hermanas Salsa is bringing, amazing craft salsa, just incredible. And then Sky's the Limit with aluminum can helicopters and airplanes. So that's just a taste of the shopping. And then, of course, we have Sausage King, Taquitos Jesus, Get It Twisted, Texas Twister Drinks, Semper Fries, Sugar Baby Cotton Candy will be over in the fun zone, 32 Below Shaved Ice, Golden Bamboo Tie, Dogs on the Run, Cruising Cones Ice Cream, and Good Old Days Soda Shop. And there's more, but these are just some highlights of things to look forward to for Mountain Festival.
Love it.
Yes. Woo. We'll also have NASA there, and J.R. Long is going to have his T-shirts and signs and all kinds of stuff. And then last year he created that incredible banner that'll go across the beer garden that really demonstrates a timeline of Tehachapi's history. And so a little bit of Tehachapi that we don't always see in our murals, and so it kind of adds to the richness of our community.
Right. Does that have all the branding?
It does.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, all the different brands from the ranches over the years,
Right.
and it's really, really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Andrew, so let's talk about what you're going to be doing there in the park, and let's kind of isolate all the different things, like with the fun zone, and then you manage the bands, making sure the sound is just right.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of great bands that Claire got all ready to go. A little bit different this year, as opposed to previous years that I've heard different bands. With a lot of good classic rock bands are going to be there. I know Metal Shop's going to be starting off Saturday morning. Definitely, I spoke with all bands. All bands are about 4 or 5. I want to say the church service on Sunday is probably going to be our biggest band.
Yes.
But other than that, the bands the music genre is amazing. Everything from your folk, your bluegrass bands, even your blues, and all the way to, hit the classic rock hits, which I really think are going to bring a lot of good vibes there at the park. So from all the bands, we're going to be controlling all the sound for all of them. So it should be a good, easy transaction. I'll take care of all announcements as needed. And we should be able to hear some good music and some good tunes this year while everybody's out there. So
Yes, and like you said, Metal Shop is kicking us off on Saturday from 10 to noon. And then around 12:15, as everybody kind of gets transitioned, we'll hear from Flashback, another wonderful local band. And then from 2:30 to 3:30, we have Line Dancing by Heart and Soul. And then at 3:30 to 5:30, Lazy Dog Mountain Band will be getting it warmed up again with the evening before everybody heads on over to the Green Street Get Down. And then on Sunday, church service starts it off at 9 a.m. And then Bear Mountain Boys will pick it up from there around 10:30 to 12:30. Black Gold Cloggers will be back from 12:30 to 1. They're always so fun, bringing in a little bit of different culture to the group, and it gets everybody out of their seats, and they just want to kind of clog along with them. And then from 1 to 2, Aerial Garden is coming with their incredible aerial acrobatic performances. And then from 2 to 4, Blue Mountain Tribe will be there.
Very good.
Yes, so such good music all throughout the weekend.
Exciting stuff. And then we have something timed up. So Derek Davis, owner of West Lane Brewing, had approached about bringing back the Green Street Get Down and throwing back to about 1915 when electricity was first introduced to Green Street, where we got streetlights. What did the community do? They came out and danced. Woo. And they danced right at the corner of Green and F. So Derek's idea was, hey, let's put a stage out. Let's bring some bands and let's let the folks just dance and enjoy a beautiful summer night. So we're making that happen. And the first attempt was last year. With the rained out Hillary storm that came through.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I know.
Knock on wood.
And
Yes.
so the bands all had to relocate, and I think they went to West Lane, and they still performed, but they had to go indoors. So this will be the first attempt to get it done outdoors. So hopefully we can avoid the tropical storms and let everyone just enjoy it. But it's going to kick off at 5 o'clock, or actually 5:30. The first artist will go. It's Joe Peters, country recording artist based out of Bakersfield. He's got a big following. We called Joe, and he's going to do an acoustic set. He's going to play for 2 hours. He'll go to 7:30. At 7:30, we've got Yachty by Nature, which is a yacht rock band, a lot of classic rock kind of stuff they're going to do. But they've got 6 members, and they just entertain. And they're going to go 7:30 to 9:30. In between, we've got Darby from Aerial Gardens is going to do a fire performance that she does with fire. So she's going to be busy with doing the aerial performance with you, and then she's going to come over and then do a fire related kind
Very
of
cool.
dance.
Oh my goodness.
Thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's going to be a ton of fun, and it's all free. So come on out, just like going to Central Park where it's free to go enjoy the entertainment. The same on Green Street, but you can just enjoy great music all day. So the first band kicks off at Central Park at what time?
10 a.m.
So 10 a.m. until 10 p.m., we're going to have live music in downtown Central Park for the first 8 hours, and then over for the last 4 hours over in on Green Street. So it's going to be a ton of fun. And we'll have a beer garden there. West Lane and LCB will be on board, and Stray Leaves with wine. So it's a beer and wine garden. So it should be just an incredible time.
That's fantastic. And for those local beer enthusiasts too, we have a beer garden for Mountain Festival. So from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., you could also be, tasting some of these local brews. Local craft beer, West Lane, Old West Brewing, and Mountain Brewing will all be there. And we'll also have imports and domestic beers as well. So that's so exciting. Just have local beer everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. And then over at the rodeo grounds, they've got the rodeo. That's going to be Friday and Saturday, so August 16th and 17th.
Yes. So the PRCA Rodeo will be at 7 p.m. on Friday. Tickets for that day are $20, and you can get tickets at the Chamber, Albertsons, or Hemi Hay. And then on Saturday, their rodeo will start at 6 p.m., and they will also be including their own concert by Justin Lawrence, and the tickets for that day are $35. And includes that concert. So stuff for everyone of every background.
Just a ton of entertainment.
Yes.
What a busy weekend. Now let's mention that normally we've got Thunder on the Mountain too, but there's a twist this year. So if you look forward to that, let's make that announcement.
Yes. So we want everyone to save the date. We have moved Thunder on the Mountain to September 28th this year. And the big reason for that is because last year when we did get rained out, Thunder on the Mountain there wasn't any chance of us enjoying that. And so we were able to pick up that event and move it to a new date. And it wound up being a huge blessing because we had it a little bit later in the year. It wasn't so hot. And so we had more people come out and enjoy. And we were able to make it a very, very special event of its own. And so, talking to a lot of the car enthusiasts in our community, we got a lot of feedback, and everyone was like, yes, please, let's have it be its own thing, its own day, and please move it to a little bit later in the year. And so last year, the leaves were already starting to change, and they had these gorgeous automobiles and motorcycles underneath the changing leaves, and it was just a wonderful event. So we're kind of continuing that. We're going to have it be on a Saturday on September 28th. It'll be from 9 to 3 p.m., and we have 300 spots, and they are filling up fast. So we have car registrants coming in every single day, and many of them are bringing in 2 to 3 vehicles that they want to show off. And we are including motorcycles. So it's going to be a wonderful show right down here downtown Tehachapi.
Yeah, I think that it's smart. You guys decided to make it a standalone. It was kind of like, let's make sure we highlight it as a kind of a revival, survival, get it back out of the storm event last year. And then it became its own. And it should. It deserves that attention. And these enthusiasts put in so much money and time into what they love. The community loves to see it and appreciate it. And now it's its own standalone event.
Yes, and we love that. And there will be a couple vendors, some food, live entertainment, and of course thunder at noon. You can just feel the thunder.
Yeah.
So lots and merchandise, snack bar, all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be a wonderful event. We're very excited for.
Well, very good. All right. Well, Andrew, let's talk about Lil Ntertainment. Okay, so your business, you've been around for a number of years here in Tehachapi.
So many years. Grew up here, raised here. Family goes back to the 1800s. So I've always kind of said, how come we don't have a business or something in Tehachapi as long as we've been here? So I started DJing when I was 11 years old. I think I got my first actual gig when I was probably about 12. And then I've kind of bounced around. Through my young adult years, I kind of pick and choose. And then we, about 2013 was when I said, let's go 100% and see what we could do. And we just kept expanding, adding photo booths. And then around COVID was when we got into party rentals, event rentals, and started supplying everything. So there's a demand here in Tehachapi. So
everyone has something to do on the weekend. There's always something going on. So you kind of became that go-to.
Yes.
So someone's like, I'm going to have the bachelor party, the bachelorette party. I'm going to have a kid's, 5-year-old party. You've got something that fits into all those.
Fits into everything now. Now we're everywhere. So we're from the house to the venue, to the city, to the parks and rec. We do just about anything and everything. And I keep adding more and just keep doing more. And I keep pushing those doors open. So I'm a lot more tired.
Sure.
But
yeah.
But we're expanding, and like you said, there's always something going on in Tehachapi, and to fit that need and to kind of seal that off, we're taking care of everyone's events around here.
Well, very good. And how can people either follow you along social media, or how can they reach you?
Oh yes, we're all over social media. Booking event rentals. I'm a very automated person, so I like to make everything easier. Everything's online, lilentertainment.com. Super easy. LIL Entertainment. Just take out the E at the front. We're golden. So lilentertainment.com. They could go book any of their event rentals. They don't really even have to talk to me. And as far as DJ services, the same thing. I automate everything so that their communication is easier. Nobody wants the headache of trying to figure out what they're going to do with their tables and chairs and who to call and how to schedule an appointment and come see stuff. And it's easier. We live in such that fast age where everybody's on Amazon and everything else. So just book it, be done with it. So I try to make it that simple and that easy.
Well, that's the way it needs to be. This generation, I've adapted and learned all this, the technology, but I appreciate it. I like to be mobile.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, here it is right here at my fingertip. I'm done. All right. Yeah.
That's awesome. And to speak to Lil Ntertainment's diversity in the services too, we were so thankful to partner with you for the gala in March, and Andrew brought out lighting. And so we had this awesome projection of the logo for the gala, and then this gorgeous lighting all around, and it totally transformed the space. Like you wouldn't even know where you were when you walked in, and it just really made that event pop. And everyone had such compliments, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, where did you get this?" And we're like, Lil Ntertainment, they've got everything you need.
Yes, very cool. Yeah, we try to make every event pop. Try to add a little bit of something extra to every event. So, I mean, even when people don't think how they could spice up whether it be a wedding or just a birthday party, we always have something a little extra that we could add into, kind of add that wow effect.
Those are the things that make people feel special.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And then that's when they come back. And I know the DJ business is a referral business.
Yes.
You know, you can go through and you can Google, but you want the referral. You want someone who has the experience that's worked with you and say, hey, this is a no-brainer. You go here and you're going to get everything you want, and it's going to turn out better than what you expected.
Absolutely. That's where most of our DJ, in fact, that's how we've grown to where we are today, is because of all that word of mouth. I mean, I've had venues that say they wouldn't use anybody else but me. So
Yeah.
that push of business really kind of continued to push us forward to grow to be a lot who we are today.
That's outstanding. All right, man.
Awesome, right?
Again,
So
here we are.
much.
This is going to air, beginning of August. It's the end of summer. Kids are going back to school, but we got tons to do. Do we want to tease? I mean, we tease September. Do we want to tease that there's a transition taking place in October?
Yes, there is. So Linda Carhart, who she's such an amazing leader in our community. She's done so much for the community, and she had Apple Festival for 10 years. She built it up, created it, and supported it throughout the years, and she did such an amazing job. And she retired this last year, and the chamber was blessed to get the event. And so we've been working very diligently, working with her, working with the city, working with everyone that we can think of to keep that event amazing. And so we've had so much fun working with the children's games and more activities for kiddos, bringing the apples to the fullest extent. Working with Pulford Apple Tree Orchard to make sure that they have their delicious apples there, and just really celebrating Tehachapi's harvest season. And so we're very excited about this. Of course, things are kind of crazy behind the scenes as always, trying to make sure you have all the moving pieces. But it is just phenomenal, and we're very excited for this opportunity and excited to have the community come out and celebrate our apple season and our harvest season.
And that's so it's what used to be a private entity that did it. Now the chamber is, so you've got Mountain Festival that you coordinate Apple Festival. So it's all in one place, right?
Yes.
So one-stop shop. We know we go to the Chamber of Commerce and we can find out what's happening at all our big events here in Tehachapi.
That is a goal.
Yeah.
Well, and with Andrew here too, there's a huge bounce house area for Apple Festival as well.
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
it's over by the Train Depot Museum. So you kind of have this secure area for the kiddos. It's fenced, and it's safe, and there's opportunities for the kiddos to bounce their hearts away.
We try to get them all that energy out so that when they do go home, they crash.
Right.
'Cause it's a busy weekends. All these weekends with events are very busy. So the last thing a parent wants to do is have to try to put their child to sleep at the end of the night.
Because there's some sugar involved in the day, right?
yeah.
There's a little bit of sugar that's out there available for the kids. So let them burn it off in the fun zones.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Well, great. I do want to make sure that we mention all of our partners with Mountain Festival.
Yeah.
We could not put this event together without our partnerships, our sponsorships, especially City of Tehachapi. Without your partnership, it would be incredibly difficult and nearly impossible to make this event happen. WM is a huge sponsor this year, Gold Rush sponsor, Tehachapi Cement, Cerro Coso, Tehachapi campus right here is a huge sponsor, Alta One, Terragen Operating Company, Mountain Bowling and P-Dubs, Robinson Welding Supply, the Loop newspaper, and Tehachapi News are both huge partners. And then Woods Family Funeral Services, Woods Pavilion, Knight Building Systems, Valley Strong Federal Credit Union, Cal Wind, The Village Collective, Chicago Title, First American Mortgage, Pierce Renewables, Tehachapi Signs, the Tehachapi Queens, Tehachapi Area Amateur Radio, the TVRPD for working with us on the park and making sure everything goes smoothly and allowing us to use their space. Thank you so much. And of course, Lil Ntertainment.
Very good. Andrew, thank you for coming in. Is there anything about your business or what you'll be doing that we haven't talked about that you'd like to share with the community?
Not too much. You can always look us up, littlentertainment.com. Anything for your event, from DJ, photo booth, lighting, bounce houses, tables, chairs, you name it, we do it.
Perfect. And just remind everyone that Mountain Festival weekend, it is the signature weekend here in Tehachapi. It just so much to do that entire weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, August 16th, 17th, 18th, between TMRA and the PRCA Rodeo, with what Clare puts together with the Mountain Festival in downtown, with what we're doing with the Green Street Get Down, thanks to West Lane Brewing, Derek Davis, Bowie Construction, who's a sponsor. The acts are going to be Joe Peters and Yachty by Nature. Just a ton of fun. Music all day on Saturday. Sunday, and more fun and activities taking place at Central Park. So you got to circle that entire weekend.
Yes.
And if you can't get to it all in one day, that's why it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes, and a full printed published guide is coming out soon with Tehachapi News, and the Loop also prints their own fall fun guide with all the stuff to look forward to.
Perfect.
So, yes.
All right, folks, and if you've got any questions, you can always go to tehachapi.com, to the Chamber's website. You've got all the information leading up there as well. Andrew Ledesma, Lil Ntertainment, thank you for taking the time and coming in and joining us.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate it. Claire, thank you for gathering all this information, all the coordination, organization you do with the Chamber.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
All right, folks, we appreciate the time you spend with us. If you've got a thought or a question, suggestion, send it to us, media@tehachapicityhall.com. We appreciate the time, and we'll catch you again soon right here on Tehachapod.
Tehachapod is a conversation about Tehachapi, featuring the community members who make this such a special place to call home. If you have a question or a thought you'd like to share, email media@tehachapicityhall.com. Thank you to Gary Mazzola for sharing his song, This is Tehachapi.